Okay, I want to show you guys my chess rating. I have been diligently playing, um, let me call it classical chess, because I've been playing on a daily time frames on chess.com, 1 day moves, 3 day move, 14-day moves. And those are the kind of tournaments that I've been partaking in order to, get ready to getting back to playing over the board chess. Because right now I'm just playing online chess, and then I do want to go back and play over the board chess and attend tournaments so that I can try and increase my feeder rating to go for the chess title of candidate master. So I just want to show you how far I am with this. Oh no, sorry. Let's see my camera. Okay, we're gonna go here to my profile. Then under my profile, you're gonna see all of the ratings that I have. Okay, and I just want to show you something that's very interesting. I think that will help you guys, increasing your chess. So, okay, this is all of my ratings. Very bad at blitz, rapid, not that bad, but that's the next kind of rating that I want to increase. Now, this is the most games that I've played when it comes to a daily time frame. So I just want us to go under here so that we can check it out. Let's open up, view full status, and I just want to show you something that's very, very interesting. I've played 540 games in the daily time frame. That's in the last, what, 6 to 7 months, you know. And then my rating hasn't really moved from 1200. So this is when I decided, okay, I need to stop and observe and see uh, if there's anything that I'm doing that's wrong. Okay, so this is the entire profile, the time frame. The current rating that I have is 1245, and then highest rating that I have reached, which I reached on the 30th of August, was the 1219. That's the highest rating that I reached. And then, okay, I do have a 52% win rate, in all my games. I'm winning a lot when it comes. I think when I'm playing white, I can attack more. Then I lose more when it comes to playing black. Means I need to work on my defending. Then I've only drawn 3 games the entire time. This is where I think the big problem comes in. The average opponent is uh, a 1089 when I win. So it's not really that competitive, when it comes to me winning. Then the average opponent that I draw with is an opponent that is at my level, being in the 1200s. Then I am losing against obviously stronger opponents from 1350 and above. When I was part of the Kotema Chess Academy, we would be ranked according to our skill level. You know. This forces you to play good chess, and really increase chess because you know that the player that you're playing with, knows everything that you know. So you would need to study more and then play more games with higher opponents in order so that when you go back your league, you know more and you have more abilities in actually to opponent, you know. But then I think big issue is these type of players. When I'm playing 1300 level players, I really don't know what to do. I do not even try and play these opening traps that I've learned. And when it comes to them, maybe exchanging the queens, I don't really like doing that because I don't think I am at that level where I can play without my queen. And I think that's a very, very, very big problem when it comes to over the board. You can't expect to want to play over the board and then you're not really that good when it comes to playing with your queen. But there is something that I want to show you guys that I think it really helped me according to this ice bath that on this cold water that I've undertaken in the last couple of months. Okay, okay, you know the ice water. Really, I'm doing it to improve my emotional intelligence, and which I think is very important to being a chess player. Being a good chess player, being good at anything, you should never actually try and let me say, if like pro athletes or professionals in general, they don't necessarily are trying to make money. They just try and be good at what they're doing, and thus that makes money on its own. So you just need to improve, improve on what you're doing. So classical chess, it's very good if you know many openings and you know it in depth. You know the main line, you know the sidelines, and you know how to punish the sidelines. This gives you a very good advantage when trying to improve your chess rating when it comes to. I don't think learning traps for classical chess is a good idea, because remember, if you're playing a higher level rated player, you must assume that that player knows everything that you know. He just knows more information than you. That's why his rating is higher. So do not take that chance of underestimating your opponent and then trying to play opening traps. Learn more openings. Learn the main line. Learn, you know, um, learn it in depth. Know it inside out. Know how to play um, from black's perspective. Know how to play from white's perspective. Like how Magnus Carlsen said, get on the chessboard and play with yourself. Really understand the dynamics of every opening and know it in depth. So I just want to show you a few games where, you know, technically I would say that I was losing, but as soon as I slowed down and really gave it some thought, really didn't listen to that fear of that, am I losing this game? I actually came up with some really exciting moves. Okay, around this position, the game was still pretty much balanced. There was no real danger, no real threat from my opponent or from me. I don't know, man. It's just cruising, trying to push that pawn and threatening to bring in an extra queen on the board. But then something strange happened. My opponent played queen to e2, obviously threatening to mate on g2. So naturally, I played okay. I said bishop to f2. Bishop to f2 is a great move, because um, this stops the mate, and then it gives me also time to capitalize on that mistake. opponent just made. And then if he does take on f3, I get to win a pawn. So white was winning in this position. But then my opponent decides to take that pawn on f3, and this threatens checkmate. Okay, before I show you the next move, I just want you to pause the video right here and then ask yourself, okay, what was the best move for white to save themselves in this position? Okay, I decided to play queen captures c7, sacrificing the queen. Okay, the computer says this is a miss. It says that um, this is a miss, and then the best move in this position was best move in this position, which now the network just froze. I learned the meaning you recorded my boy. Network yapet. Okay, this is the second game to which I was talking about when I said strategy is also important when it comes to improving your chess rating. You know, you must have a carefully thought out plan in almost every game. So what I normally do is I try and improve the pawn structure of my opponent. Okay, so the last move I played was queen to h5. I'm playing white, opponent is playing black. So obviously my plan was to mate my opponent on f7. So he played bishop to e6. Okay, the pawn structure had already been destroyed on the king and the queen side. So my assumption was that he's not going to castle. But then in this move, because he has stopped my mate, I see that okay, my bishop is in trouble. I cannot leave the hanging, so I played bishop to d2. Bishop to d2. The computer said this is a blunder, and I don't really want to go into depth with showing why it's a blunder because this is still below 1600 ELO chess. You know, um, I wouldn't actually even see that move as a blunder. I was just trying to get the bishop out of the way, but I'm sure that what the computer wanted me to do was do an equal trade and trade off those two bishops. But then I was thinking, if I trade off those two bishops, he could castle queenside, and then all my pieces that have advanced to his kingside would be useless. My opponent then goes for the fork, which is oh, I thought that was a brilliant move. I didn't even see that. He goes for the fork, and in this position, I thought, okay, I'm losing this, but then I gave way so that I could recapture the piece after it was captured. My rook on e1. So he obviously captures the rook on e1. And I then recaptured the knight. And the computer says that white is losing in this position. Okay. But not all hope was lost. I still had my queen. I still had one, two, three, four pieces. He still had one, two, three, four pieces. If it did go into an end game, I would be in trouble because I have an uncastled king, but he also has an uncastled king. So I didn't think that I was in trouble in this game. So we continued to play. My opponent then decided to, okay, I think now he wanted to activate his right square bishop, threatened my knight there, kicking it out of the way. So I decided, obviously, to move the knight. Mhm. Okay. Here I was thinking that I was going to bring the rook to that open file on the C file. Sorry. And then try and fork him the same way he forked me, plus my queen is on the king side. I could also do a perpetual check type thing and then maybe win the game. My opponent then, I think he saw what I was trying to do and he moved his rook to that um, C file. Okay. I then said, okay, let me try and bring my rook into action, bring it back here on the king side because of that knight on e5, that king cannot retreat and go to the queen side. And now, because he has moved his rook, there's no way he was going to castle queen side. He decides to castle on the king side, which to me was, you know, I really felt disrespected. I really felt like he was not afraid of me. That pawn structure on the king side is already ruined. There's no protection whatsoever. And my rook is already on an open fire to come in and join the attack on the king side, which is exactly what I did. Brought out my rook to f3, getting ready, to bring it out onto the king side. He played bishop f6, which is a blunder. Obviously, he's trying to kick out that knight on e5 because it has no security whatsoever. I just say, okay, you can do whatever you want with that knight. I'm just going to end the game. So I reinforced my queen, and I just want to end it now on h7. Okay, I want you to pause the video right here and leave a comment of what was black supposed to do in this position. Can black even save this position? And what do you think was my next move? Okay, you're gonna pause the video, you're gonna leave a comment, and then you're gonna come back and then see what actually happened. What happened was he played rook e8. Okay. What I wanted to play was queen h7 check, but I just saw him escaping. I didn't even think that, okay, up to b4 was possible. All my pieces, I thought I was going to bring them out to like this king side here. But at the end of the day, I think that castling king side was the biggest blunder. And because the strategy that I'm trying to develop in all of my games is to ruin the pawn structure on the king side. The king is not safeguarded. I think my mind is starting to understand how I need to position my pieces. I'm just gonna play it out here and just show you how the game ended. Should have taken with the bishop here, but decided to take with the knight so that I can. It didn't really matter at this point. Anything that I was going to do after this was just gonna be threatening to take that. Obviously, the rook running away, threatening that if I expose a check, will take, which is something that I did do. Exposing check. Actually, took bishop out of the game. Come in, queen check, and there was no really any other move for him to take that knight on e8, and I ended the game with rook g8. Checkmate. Okay, that's it for today's video. I really hope you found it exciting and educational. Please do leave a comment below about what you think about the video. And if there's any other videos that you would like us to discuss on the channel, more than welcome to leave a suggestion in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video.